Hello, everyone, and welcome to the T-Force RPG GM practice. This is Group 1. I'm Tractor Blend. Tonight's GM is going to be Casey.
Hello, everybody.
And with us as well as Laugh and Odin.
How's it going?
We're going to play through a short little session GM by Casey, and then we'll get together and do a little bit of a retrospective on how it went. So, Casey, the next 90 minutes are yours. Take it away.
All right, welcome everybody. So, to recap, last time the party came fresh from the success of freeing the prisoners in the Island Dragon concentration camp, and landed in the Robo-Vatican, which was under siege by a group of necromancers. They battled their way through the necromancers and saved the Robo-Pope, or so most of them thought, because then immediately Laugh went and killed the Robo-Pope and took his hat, and we ended with Laugh raising the Robo-Pope's hat onto his head and laughing in triumph or whatever. So, since that has happened, Laugh got a little message recently. It turns out that the Pope's hat is in fact magical. So it is right now raising his wisdom and charisma by 2 points each, and also giving him the ability to cast Commune once a day, if he would like.
It's also probably cursed. Never trust a religious leader's hat.
Actually,
of course not.
I was just about to say, Laugh, I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
We're kicking it right off. Okay, so here. Yep. All right. So you all are. Laugh seems to be fine. You all are standing in the room. You know, trying to. Well, actually, let me kick it over to you guys. Laugh has just put the Robo-Pope's hat on his head. He seems triumphant. What do you think? Are you doing anything about this?
How are we gonna put me in the room? Just since my character wasn't here beforehand.
So basically, after the fight, you know, Camino got a little disturbed, and Pella kind of got hungry, so they left.
That's fucking massive. Although, that's probably the appropriate size for that.
Oh, I'm currently at GM.
Oh,
I'm going to rejoin. I'll be right back.
Yeah, rejoin as players. I just wanted to change my token.
Oh,
real quick.
Nice. Okay.
How do I join as a player?
You go to the settings thing.
Oh, okay.
And there should be a thing that says rejoin as player. On the experimental features. Now it should be properly set up. I have the right icon and all. And I'm no longer DM.
Alright, we all good?
Super.
Okay, so Mining Bot 1337, you just came with a later detachment of the army, so by the time you actually made it in, all the fighting was over, but now you're here.
Okay.
And as you enter the room, you see Laugh standing over the Pope's dead body. He walks out a few paces into the room and places the hat on his head.
How could you kill him?
What happened? What? Why?
This is a fucking sweet hat. That's why.
You could have just asked him for it.
Do you think he would have actually given it to me?
Probably not, but
Besides, I'm not even
killing
sure.
the Pope.
Besides,
One of our leaders.
We were here to save him, Laugh.
No. Listen to me for just a second. There's actually quite a bit of doubt that the Pope was actually even a robot. There's
From who?
from, you know, the higher ups. It's back
Okay, at this moment, as you're talking, a gout of flame rips through the ceiling of the room that you're in, just incinerating about half of it. And,
oh my. Which half?
sort of generically, it's gonna be sort of this area.
Oh no! That's the area that I'm in!
Whoops. That is a token. That is not... Alright, I think I can just... There we go. Alright. And... standing over the charred remains of the roof, you see this.
A wee little dragon? A larger little dragon?
I mean, that's 20 by 20. That's actually a pretty large dragon.
Well,
it's almost as large as this bed!
Yeah, almost as large.
Almost. The bed is appropriately sized for it. Alright, and so the dragon is now going to... And actually, at this moment, need everybody to give me nature, please. Nature check.
Character sheet.
Okay, Tractor, you look up, or excuse me, Maddie, you look up, and as nearly as you can tell, this crocodile has gotten really big. Laugh, you look up and recognize this as a fully adult brass dragon. And, no, excuse me, wait, no, you gave, oh yeah, 16, there we go. Okay, actually, in that case, yeah, you recognize that. And Mining Bot, you additionally remember the briefing that you got at the military base about brass dragons. And you remember that they're actually among the friendlier dragons. They're a little unpredictable. They really enjoy conversation, actually. They tend to live in deserts. Okay. So at this moment, it turns and looks across all of you. Its eyes sort of pause on Laugh.
Stay back, beast!
You also remember that they really love magical artifacts. Get back. I don't think you're in any position to tell me to get back.
I can't. I'm the Pope. Get the fuck out of here.
You are not my Pope. And that is a rather interesting object that you've got there. Mind if I take a look?
It's mine. Fuck off.
Oh, come now, and it takes a few steps towards you. Can't we just have a nice, pleasant little chat about this? I'm merely interested in understanding this. I mean, the magic from this object is palpable.
Yeah, of course it is. It's my hat.
Seem awfully possessive, little one.
Well, yes, I do like my fucking fancy hat. Also, if I had control of my token, I'd be moving backwards.
Let me see.
Perhaps we can work out some sort of trade. You give us something that we want, and we'll let you...
Are you trying to trade my hat away?
No, I'm trying to trade a brief look at your hat.
Alright, see if you can do it now, Laugh.
Okay.
I would never give away something that isn't mine.
Okay, I can. Fantastic.
Okay, well, I mean, as nearly as I can tell, I'm the one in the position to bargain here. Just, I don't know, why don't you sit down? There's a nice big, actually very large bed over there. Why don't you take a seat and we can discuss the situation?
Isn't that what we're doing now?
I suppose so.
Oh, snap!
I fire my grappling fist at him.
It's going down.
Okay, alright. Given this, I have to take a note.
Wait.
I miss.
Wait, where'd I stick my... Okay, finally.
Yes, you miss.
I miss. Knowing dragons, I miss.
If it's actually an adult brass dragon, yeah, you miss. Also,
Yeah.
also we're horribly dead. I think
Alright.
I think a young brass dragon was
Yeah.
CR6.
You use the young brass dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you miss. You fire your grappling fist, and it just sort of glances off of his scales. You manage to pull it back. Well,
Enough talking.
that was a little testy now, wasn't it? And
Dragons are our enemies.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
20! I don't know what my initiative is, though.
Alright, let me see here. No, I need to do this
24.
first time. Oh. Dragons. Did I put the dragons?
Hmm. For some reason, my token wasn't selected. Are you shitting me? Well, Ottawa.
No, you still got a 15. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Alright,
it's
and
not
Odin,
bad.
Do I have to roll?
You're
on the
24?
thing? Yeah, I got a 24.
Yeah, that's fine. You're fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, come on, enter. There we go. And why are these in reverse order? There we go.
Because
Yeah,
they
they're
just
in the
don't
order
know
that they
I
get
do.
put on.
All right, so we've got. Oh, and actually, I should roll for Aranos because God knows you guys need her. That you just
Yes.
attacked an adult breast dragon.
Yeah,
What's
this
her
is why I
initiative bonus?
give my players explosives. Because I'm really bad at balancing encounters. So I just give them hell.
$15. Damn it.
All right. So, yeah, everything's set up. All right. So we are now in combat. Odin, I'm gonna allow that one to be like a surprise round. So
Okay.
it is now Mining Bot's turn.
Try it. Fuck!
Yeah. No, you try your grappling fist again, and this time you actually even manage to sort of get it on the side of its head, but chink goes right off.
Alright, I'm just going to run up to it then.
Wow. Okay, this is okay.
We are an elite task force meant to destroy dragons.
All right.
But perhaps dragons smaller than this.
It is now the dragon's turn. It is going to try to get back its breath weapon. It will not. All right, and at this point, here it's gonna sort of swing around like this,
Oh god, no.
and
Don't you
it
dare
is going
fucking steal my
to
hat.
make a bite attack against Laugh. And this is going to be... So, does a 27 hit?
If I say no, will you believe me?
No, I will not.
Yeah, it does hit.
Take 18 damage as the dragon sinks its teeth deeply into your shoulder, and you feel the blood sort of pooling down your body. So, it didn't hit a vital yet, but it hurts.
Are you
And
sure it didn't hit vital?
I'm
It sure
pretty
as
sure.
hell feels
Well,
like
actually, I don't know. I don't know what your HP is, but I'm pretty sure 18 doesn't kill you.
it. Quite.
Okay, Mining Bot. It is going to take 2 claw attacks against you.
Okay. Nope.
So,
Yep.
alright, and this is going to be... you take 14 damage, so the first claw swings in, you manage to duck out of the way just a little bit, goes glancing off you. The second claw, though, just buries, deeply into your shoulder. And it may have fried a circuit, but you're still working. Alright, and that is the dragon's turn. So, Laugh, what's it going to be?
Well, first of all, I'm going to take a step back from this beast.
Are you disengaging?
That's my whole move action, right? Just to
Well,
take a
so
step
if you
back.
disengage, it takes your action.
Oh, well, fuck that then. I'm just
So
gonna
it'll
hex
get an
it and
opportunity attack if you.
yeah. In that case, I'm gonna hex it.
Okay.
So-
Let me remind myself what hex does. It like just helps you deal extra damage or something, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark, but for
Yeah,
warlocks.
No, that
But
is.
I think it does
okay,
something
and
else
there's
too.
no attack roll, so you're good. All right, you
Yeah.
hex it.
Yeah, it just gives me 1d something extra damage. I think it's 4. And I guess I'm going to keep touching people like I've been doing so far.
Okay.
As far as I remember, my modifier is 6.
Okay, you're using what is this? Vampiric touch?
Yes. Oh shit! It might actually be higher. Just IJ. My
Or I guess
charisma
you have 2
increased.
touch attacks. I'm not sure which one you're using.
Do I?
What?
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. But I think my spellcasting modifier increased.
Yeah, your spellcasting modifier should be 1 higher, because of the blue hat.
Yeah.
Okay.
24 hits.
Yeah, 24 hits. You touch the dragon and send a course of necrotic energy through its body, and it shudders and does indeed seem affected. Albeit, and let me grab the dragon's book. Okay.
So I get 5 health back.
Oh yeah, and 4 more.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sort of shudders for a moment, and then it steels itself and looks down at you. Is human, or mortals, or... Never mind, I can't even call you mortals. Foolish electronics!
I know you're trying to steal my hat, you little shit. I'll touch you in all the wrong places. Fucking watch me.
Alright. So. That will bring it to Aranos' turn. And... let me see, does Aranos even have any ranged attacks?
I think she has a crossbow.
Yeah.
Yep, she does indeed have a crossbow, so... Okay, so she is going to stay, or... Is Aranos to here, or is she? I don't actually know. So Aranos is gonna...
It's a robot.
It's
Okay.
a robot.
Is going
That's a good
to
point.
stand where he is, going to fire, reload, fire. I think the reload is takes up your bonus action or something, or your movement. Anyways, I forget the rule, but gonna go ahead and fire twice. At the dragon. First one glances off his armor. Second one also glances off, and then is going to sort of look nervously about. You know, normally very brave, but understanding that this enemy is beyond him, I'm gonna back up just a little bit. Alright, and that will bring it to Maddie's turn.
We cannot take this alone. We must retreat to reinforcements and protect the hat.
Yes, protect the hat. All hail the hat.
Well, I'm just going to attempt to get lucky. And I will cast Command.
Okay, let me double check the rules for command real quick.
No, that's actually first level. Good.
Okay. The wisdom saving throw.
Grovel! And then I will back up. Not my full movement.
Okay, I assume your DC is higher than 9, so the dragon is going to go ahead and expend one of its uses of legendary resistance.
All according to plan.
To shake off the effect. So you issue the command to grovel. The dragon sort of starts to bend down a little bit, and then sort of realizes that it's a fucking dragon. Sorry for swearing on stream. if that matters, I'm not sure.
I don't
We,
think
we,
it
we are
does.
marked as explicit.
Okay.
But
Fair
Perhaps
enough.
we should.
just try to keep
And
it down.
then sort
It's
of
all good.
shakes itself and stands back up and growls down at you. And actually, at this moment, it is going to use one of its legendary actions to make a tail attack against Odin, or against Mining Bot. Does a 28 hit you?
Yeah. Yeah, that hits. That hits.
All right,
12?
so,
Okay.
you know, as it shakes off the effect, it sort of twists its body around. Its tail comes lashing up against your head, and sends you reeling. All right,
Ouch.
Maddie. Anything else? I'm sorry, I sort of did that in the middle of your turn, but
Nope.
roll with it. Okay. That brings us to Mining Bot.
Okay, so what am I gonna do here? There have been better plans. Okay. I'm gonna move up to laugh.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick him up.
Pick up Laugh.
I'm gonna pick
Oh
him up.
god, no.
Okay, give me an athletics
I
check.
know where this is going.
I'm gonna pick him up. I rolled an 18.
Okay. Yeah. you
So I'm
pick him
pretty
up.
sure I can pick him up. And then I'm going to shoot my grappling fist at the rail right over here.
Okay, that one, sure.
And then I am going to pull Laugh and I to said rail and then jump off the building.
Okay.
This is going
make-
way
We are
better than I
disengaged
expected.
very quickly.
This is going way better than I expected.
Okay, alright, so you understand that you're like on the 3rd floor right now.
No, we're metal. We can take this.
We're robots. Fuck it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Against the railing.
Yes.
It's a 9.
Okay, you're good.
Plus 7. Okay, cool.
You hit the rail, and you're going to grapple up. Alright, so I am going to rule that the dragon does get an opportunity attack. Oh, no, it already used its reaction. Never mind. So, yeah. You both move away to, let me see, you can move 15 feet with your grapple, so you can get probably about here, I would say.
Okay.
So, Laugh, you can move up by him so long as you are willing to be hugged.
Yeah, I'm down.
Go ahead. I'm actually going to sort of move you here,
Okay.
just to give you some distance, dragon. Okay. And at this moment, the dragon is going to use its 2nd legendary action to make a wing attack. So, yep, Laugh, and oh, was that your entire turn, by the way? You actually still have movement and a bonus action if you would like it.
We are jumping off this railing.
Take me with you.
I'm taking him with me, and we are jumping. We are out of here.
Oh,
Okay.
Odin, before we hit the ground, release me so I can land on you. So I'm not taking fall damage for this.
Okay, actually, no. I had not planned out what the ceiling looked like, so I am doing that right now. And actually, as you jump, you find that, you know, there's lots of, like, ornateness to the roof. There's, like, this nice slope that you can go down. And if you play your cards right, you might actually be able to make it all the way to the bottom unscathed. Can you both give me an acrobatics check?
I got an 18 for acrobatics.
I have the feeling that I'm going to be impaled on something.
I got an 18 acrobatics. I still got you.
Okay, yep, 17.
Or
You're
we're
good.
Oh, never mind.
So this
We're
is
solid.
this is gonna take you your next few turns, but you're gonna spend the next few turns, you know, sliding down the
Riding
roof.
the wave. Yeah.
And as you guys make good your escape, The dragon wheels its head around, says, "No, the hat is mine."
Fuck off! The hat is mine.
All right.
Get
And
lost, you
that
wanker.
is going to bring it to the dragon's turn. All right. So the dragon spreads its wings out wide. It's ready to jump out of this hole in the roof and go chasing after you guys. But at this moment, I'm going to play a little loose and fast with the rules here, because I don't actually remember how big this is supposed to be. But you guys can just move your tokens, like... Actually, I'm just going to move you. You guys are, like...
Somewhere off the screen.
Yeah, pretty much. You're out of this particular map. Alright.
Okay.
So... Dragon is suddenly surrounded, just out of nowhere. There leaps up this giant wall of ice, totally encircling it. So it's going to have to fly up pretty far in order to get out of it and after you guys. And it looks up, and actually both Laugh and Mining Bot, as you look around right now, you can see that war has actually broken out in the Vatican. Apparently the dragons caught wind, perhaps, that there was going to be some sort of attack and seized on the opportunity themselves to exploit the chaos.
It's almost like they had someone inside the Vatican. Maybe the Pope?
Almost. Also, as you look up, you see about an 80-foot-long airship, maybe even longer, I forget exactly how big, floating through the sky. Emblazoned on the side of the ship, you see this. That being the name of the ship.
The Black Pearl.
And that is the correct spelling, by the way. So any programmers out there, there's for you.
I apologize. That was my text tone.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I will silence my phone.
Kind of funny.
It was very...
All right. Oh, sorry. Also, at this time, you see just a hail of bullets come down on the dragon, and...
Okay, I was expecting a hail of bullets coming down at me. I mean, I guess Matty and whoever else is still in there, you know, might get something.
Okay, and quite a few of the bullets go glancing off the dragon's armor. But some of them do make purchase, and why can't I select anything? No, dragon, where are your... Oh, that's why, because I'm in draw mode still. So I just keep making little boxes instead of updating things.
Yes, I feel you. I've done that too.
Okay. Yeah, see all these little boxes here? They're the bullet holes. Okay. So bullets riddle the dragon. It's now looks up at the ship very angrily. And, you know, looks around at the ice wall around it. And it is now turning its attention entirely from you guys. It's going to take its turn to fly up off the ground and head straight for the ship. Gonna stay in initiative just for the moment to make sure of what everybody's doing. So, Laugh and Mining Bot are running down the roof. Aranost is going to hold his turn until after Maddie. So, Maddie, what are you doing?
So what's going on with this ice shield right now?
Right. So there's just this giant cylinder, basically, of ice all the way around where the dragon was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... Let me see, the way I drew it... Yeah, it's pretty much going to block off the way that that Mining Bot and Laugh went out of the room.
How is it looking after the bullets?
I don't think you can see the dragon through the ice.
It's still pretty healthy looking, but its attention is entirely off of you at the moment.
How
It's turning
damaged is
towards
the
what it
roof?
perceives to be the larger threat. The roof is in pretty bad shape. Like, if you had some way of, getting some height, for instance, you could probably, swing something up and climb on top of it.
How high is the ceiling?
That's about 8 feet.
8 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is my strength? Ah, -1. I'm not going to be able to jump that.
Does jumping rely on... No, it does rely on strength. That's right.
Yes. How high are these?
Do is believe in yourself. I have faith in you. You can do it.
No. How big are the night scans that accompany this giant bed?
You mean these right here?
Yeah.
It's a big bed. They're pretty big nightstands. They're probably about 4 feet up. This is a, if you got on this corner, maybe you could reach a section where the roof is ripped out. It was sort of ripped out in this kind of pattern.
Also, look at the space between the bed and the nightstand. What kind of a fucking monster sleeps in that bed?
A monster with long arms. All right, I'm gonna.
Like say a dragon.
Oh, point. So I'm gonna move up here.
Okay. I mean, if you're taking your action to do it, remember you can move double.
And then I'm going to push the nightstand 10 feet.
Okay.
So that it ends up over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get on top of it
yeah, I'll say
and
that
go
you can
for
just
it.
do that. Okay.
Well, my thought is that I'm taking a move action and a move action to do all this movement and action, and then using my bonus action to dash, so that I actually have enough movement to do this. Then the action to shove.
Yeah, that works, and Aranost will assist in this effort.
Excellent.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move out of initiative at this point. So what you know is that you have been attacked by this giant dragon. It is now engaging with an airship up above you. Let me see. So Maddie and Aranost, not that Aranost is here, but Maddie, as you climb out, do I want to? Yeah, you can look over and you see everything that Laugh and Mining Bot saw. You also see Laugh and Mining Bot making their way down the roof right now.
I'm going to head over that way.
Okay. As you head over that way... Alright, yeah. So, just put all 4 of you together. That'll happen. Sorry, I just took a direction I wasn't anticipating. I have to think about.
No worries.
Okay. Alright, so right now, the dragon is engaging the airship. You look around, as I said, you see carnage in the streets. Right now, it looks like the Robo-Vatican itself hasn't been breached. The fighting is mostly happening a little ways away from where you guys are. And actually, I should say, Maddie, give me acrobatics. Okay.
Climbing took a lot out of me.
Yeah, you do make it over to them, but you do slip
grab him by the
fall
collar?
at one point, take a nasty spill, sort of scrape yourself, trying to keep from falling off the roof. You take one bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I'll grab him by the collar after seeing what happened, just to make sure he you
Well,
know,
that was while he was making his
doesn't
way
die.
over you.
Yeah, but
Oh,
after
okay.
seeing what happened, I'm gonna make sure he doesn't, like, die on the way down.
Completely fall off the roof.
Yeah, gets
Alright.
impaled on some ornament or something.
Gotcha. Alright, so right now, you guys are on the roof about 1 story up. You look around, there's some streets extending in different directions through the cityscape beyond you. Like I said, the fighting seems to be going on about maybe 200 feet from where you guys are. The doorway to the Robo-Vatican, given all the chaos that's happened, is still open beneath you. Where do you want to go?
Where's the front line?
Like I said, it's about 200 feet, pretty much straight in front of you.
How does it look like they're doing?
Not well.
Let's
Like,
head.
they're
Yeah,
slowing them
can-
down for sure, but the dragons are definitely gonna make it through at some point.
Can I cast Commune and ask, you know, RoboGuard?
Okay, let me check Commune. Okay, so Commune does have a casting time of 1 minute, which the hat will not let you ignore. So do you want to do that from where you are?
Can I?
Yeah, you can do it.
Sure. I'll just briefly commune with RoboGuard.
Alright, just a second. I want to...
Yeah. How many questions do I get to ask? Or well, how long does it last?
Okay, yeah, I was just rolling. The dragon's attention does not come upon you as you sit communing with the Robo-Deity.
While he's communing, I want to cast Augury.
I need to check that one too.
Are you going to join me on a trip?
No, I'm just gonna roll some bones. Specifically dragon bones. Those bastards.
Okay, so I will resolve laughs first. Okay, or
That's
actually,
fine.
wait a minute. How long does Augury take to cast? Also 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll resolve that first. So, laugh, you sit and concentrate. You feel the magic of the Pope hat flowing through your body. And you actually reach in, touch the spirit of one of the former Robo-Popes, and use that to blink your mind to a different plane of existence. So now you are in contact with the Robo-Deity. You may ask it up to 3 questions that can be answered yes or no. The answers will be correct, but the deity does not necessarily know the answer to every question that you might ask it.
Was the Pope I killed working for the dragons?
Yes.
You win this round.
God. I was ready for questions that had more answers than just yes or no. So
We can go over to Maddie if you need a moment to think.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
I got the important question out of the way anyway, so
All right, so yeah, and it just you might not get a yes or no answer potentially, but it has to be a yes or no question.
yes.
Okay, so Maddie, as Laugh is communing with the Robo-God, you are going to cast your Dragon Bones, and as you do, what course of action would you like to know about?
Well, aiding the evacuation of the Vatican.
All right, so you roll the bones to check into the question of... Oh, okay, and actually I'm going to go ahead and ask a clarification on this.
Do it.
Who do you want to evacuate? The people from inside the Vatican or the people from outside the Vatican? Like, the building that you're actually in.
The innocent lives that are at risk in this particular conflict.
Okay, so
So no one?
So probably the people, like, living in the town outside is what you have in mind. Or is that?
Potentially both.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, the omen that you get comes up weal and woe. You get the sense that there are certain paths along those lines that you might take that would turn out well, and there are other paths that would turn out not so well.
Excellent.
Okay, Laugh, coming back to you.
You might be the next Robocall.
Play your cards very right.
I'll take that as a yes.
You have one more question.
Are all dragons as huge as big? Are all dragons such wankers as the last one was?
Wait, such what as the last one?
Wankers. I was going to go for something more offensive, but well, maybe not offensive, but explicit. But this family show after all.
It's a matter of opinion, but they're all wankers to me.
So yes. Okay.
I mean, as far as the Robo-God thinks. So at this moment, the Robo-God becomes tired of your presence. He wants to process on other things, and your consciousness zips back to reality. And... oh, now that's interesting.
Oh.
So, at this moment, let me see here. How do I want to do this? Let's...
Oh, this is the breath weapon, isn't it?
This is the sleeping breath weapon, isn't it?
Right. So I have to resolve a few things now because my D100 came up 9.
That's quite a few rolls you made there.
Yep.
Yeah, seems like a breath weapon to me. They tend to be like that.
What the fuck is all this shit?
Okay,
A
so
breath
this
weapon.
entire time, while you guys have been communing and looking for possible outcomes to your actions, the dragon... Actually, everybody give me a perception check. Actually, you know what? No, just Mining Bot. You give me a perception check. You're the
Natural
only one.
20.
Alright, so this entire time you've been paying very close attention to the cityscape around you, and in particular you've been watching the fight between the pirate ship and the dragon. And what you've realized is the dragon actually isn't doing all that well. It's not about to keel over or anything, but it's looking a little bit rough. And you sort of start to sense some fear in it. So at this moment, it's actually going to swoop away from the ship. And yeah, I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fucking breath weapons. Let me tell you.
This roll not nearly good.
Actually, no, make that Constitution. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank
Laugh,
God.
you can
Thank God.
re-roll if you want. I'll let you
Oh,
roll.
yes, I'll
Since I said it
will.
wrong.
Can I roll Dex instead?
Nope, everybody Constitution.
Damn it.
Oh.
13.
Okay?
Oh, fucking low.
Alright. Oh, and I need to roll for Aranos.
I guess I'm still a bit shaken up from the trip.
Okay. All of you fall asleep.
Womp
Fucking
womp.
called it. Fucking brass dragons. Yeah.
Alright, so, the dragon is going to dive at you, and now... Oh, okay. Actually, a big dome of ice springs up all the way around you.
Oh, thank God.
So,
I was afraid I was going to lose my hat.
the dragon crashes into the ice. The ice shatters, but also burns the dragon. So at this point, it is feeling pretty hurt, starting to get a little bit concerned for itself, and it's going to just take off roaring over the horizon. Alright, and at this moment, the pirate ship is actually going to land down in front of the Robo-Vatican. While all this is going on, you guys are dozing. Everybody give me another Constitution saving throw. Actually, how the breath weapon works, but I'm going to let it.
Maybe that's it. Probably not.
It turns out I'm immune to sleep.
Okay.
Oh, really?
That's a by one.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
then in
that
that
would be
case, I'm gonna
good to know.
undo that. Maddie, you did not fall asleep.
Yeah.
You watched all this happen. So there is now a wall of ice around you. There's some rather dangerous-looking steam surrounding you, but where you're standing right now, you're actually probably fine.
Okay.
Over the course of a few minutes, the pirate ship is landing, or I'm calling it the pirate ship. You technically don't know that yet, but it's an airship, and it says the Black Pearl. So.
Well, I mean, I was in the Navy. I mean...
Fair enough. Yeah, okay, you probably would know that, actually. So you recognize that as a pirate ship. Lands in front of you. You see some people sort of milling about on the deck. And what are you going to do?
How are my companions?
Well, they're sleeping. Can't say beyond that.
Well, I mean, like, are they in the same steam bath? Or is the ice thing just around me?
Yeah, you're all in. You get the sense that if you wait about a minute, it'll dissipate.
Then I'm going to spend that minute waiting for it to dissipate, trying to wake them up.
Okay, you succeed.
The first thing I do when I wake up is check if my hat is still there.
Your hat is, in fact, still there.
Okay. Now that the important part is dealt with, I just had the weirdest trip. Let me tell you. But first of all, I saw a spirit of an older Pope. Not the one that just died. He wasn't important. And I'm fairly certain I talked to the robocard.
Okay.
And in this vision, what did this robo-god tell you?
Well, first of all, I asked him a few questions. First of them was, was the Pope I killed actually a robot? Oh, well, was he working for the dragons? He was. Will I become the next Pope? Maybe. And all dragons are huge assholes. That's the important parts.
That sounds a bit like a fever dream.
Well, I mean, it sure felt like it. Well, I mean, yeah, the robo-god thinks they're assholes, but I mean, I do too. So, I'm just going to take it as the robo-god said they are assholes.
We should go see what's going on with the pirates. They should at least be better company than the dragons.
Sure, they might not like me, but I mean, I am the new Robo-Pope, maybe. So,
At least by hat you are.
yes. Or the important part.
I didn't know religion was like. I didn't know we believed in you keep what you kill.
Well, I do.
Alright, so...
I guess we move over to the airship.
Okay.
Yeah, I
You
guess
all go
we
down
do.
to the airship?
Yeah,
Alright,
sure.
give me one last acrobatics as you jump off the roof. Go down.
Maybe finally a good roll. Maybe.
14.
Okay.
Another 9.
As Laugh goes down, you actually sort of miss the landing just a little bit, and you go down. You land pretty awkwardly. You sort of land on your butt. The hat falls off your head and sort of rolls a small distance away from you.
I bought for the hat.
Okay,
The
you
hat
grab
is
it.
life. The hat is life.
Alright, so you're down on the ground. Pirate ship is maybe not too far, maybe like 40 feet from where you are. And you see some people who look like deckhands running about, maybe about 5 robots like that. And then you see 3 more robots standing on the deck, sort of surveying the scene.
Just
How
walk
about
towards
you?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep walking forward.
Using my staff as a walking stick.
Do you say anything to them
I
as you approach?
call out,
Hey boys, how about giving us a lift?
or thanks for the help.
Well, I mean that too.
Yeah,
Well-
about that. We did help you out, but do you mind telling us who the hell you are? And
Well,
also, nice
first of all, that's no way to talk to the Pope. Mind your language, young man.
Alleged Pope.
You don't need to tell them that. They see the hat, they think Pope.
I saw the Robo-Pope before, and I'm pretty sure you're not him.
Absolutely.
Come to
Stuff has
think of it,
happened.
why do you have the
Stuff
Pope's
has
hat?
happened. Well, did you see the dragon coming, from Pope's room?
Yes, you're welcome, by
That-
the way.
Yes, that has something to do with it. I'm fairly certain the old Pope has a few bullet holes in him now too. Come to think of it.
Incidentally, I'm going to just drop this on. The pirate that you are currently talking with is, this guy. Alright.
I don't like him already.
I like him
Like
already.
my
yeah.
kind of guy.
Yeah.
No good hands.
No,
Him and I have a
what
lot
you
in
mean?
common.
What you mean is only good hands.
And the 2 companions who are standing next to him are this one and this one. Alright. Sorry, I interrupted. But yes, I don't seem to remember you being the Pope. Maybe if you came aboard, we could have a word.
Sure. Also, you didn't need to kill the last Pope. We had the dragon under control. Ish. I mean,
I think that's a very broad way of saying that, yes.
yeah,
He doesn't say anything, he
yeah.
just smirks at you.
yeah.
And then they put down sort of a gangplank to let you up.
Yay.
Alright, so, and actually...
So, boys, what are you actually doing here?
Well, we heard about some of the things that were going down in this neighborhood, and, we've been making
From
some runs
whom?
for the Robo Army, and
Oh,
called
yeah,
us in to help.
you're the new privateer, aren't you?
yeah, something like
You-
that.
What, yeah.
So, my name's Captain Jack, and he sort of waves at you. Well, okay, actually my name is HRD 6000, but Pirate Captain should be named Jack, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Our captain happens to be named Jack.
Yeah.
H.
Oh, really?
D6.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
it's
the
not-
problem with being
yeah.
named Jack.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Captain Jack. I'm Pope Valmed the First. I'm assuming I need to roll a deception check. Because
Yes.
I may
You know
or may
what?
not
I
be
wasn't
Pope.
going to have you do that, but
Oh,
I will
really?
let you. I will let you roll deception.
You will let me?
Yes.
Oh, God. I kind of want to, but I'm going to fuck it up. So I mean, yeah, I'll do it. But
Damn.
What is your modifier? Like, is that's not a nat 20, is it?
No.
no, not
It'd be
quite.
green if it were.
Yeah.
Okay. All
It's
right.
18 plus 7.
Yeah.
And let me see. I'll just have you. He looks at you.
Yes.
Sort of just shakes his head. I've seen the Robopope before.
No.
And you're not
As I said, someone shot the Robopope on an airship that happened to be named the Black Pearl. You wouldn't happen to know anyone who owns that kind of ship.
Make
Yeah. So
make
we need
a
to
wisdom saving throw.
me.
Yes, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, God. I'm bullshitting so hard it's hurting me.
17.
Oh fuck! I should have bumped up my wisdom by 2. I'll
Okay,
do it
that's
again.
fine.
21.
No, that's fine. You actually made your save, so you're good.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You're saying that we killed the Pope.
Well, I mean, we were saving him, and then some fucker shot him.
There was a
yes.
column of ice around a dragon, and we shot down at the dragon. I don't
Yeah, the
remember
Pope
any
was
Pope.
the Pope was right next to the dragon. But don't worry, he wasn't a good Robo-Pope. I mean, for starters, he was working.
I want to clarify that what he's about to say next, we don't necessarily agree with.
I
You
got
don't,
there
but
late.
the
I have no
Robo
idea
God
what
does. Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking at you.
First of all, it's okay, man. First of all, shit happens. And secondly, he was working for the dragons, so it's even more okay. So we held a quick, I mean, it was an emergency. What the fuck?
Okay. So I'm listening to you talking.
Emergency poll,
I get the
guess.
sense something happened to the Robopope. You assumed the mantle as it was.
Yes.
Fair enough. We can sort this out later. What would you have us do now? We came here because we had been instructed to evacuate some of the higher-ups from the Vatican.
Well, I mean,
apparently
I'm
now you're
fairly
claiming to
certain-
be one of the higher-ups.
I'm fairly certain I'm the highest up, so I think you got it. Besides, the rest of the papal palace is dead, so.
It's important that we evacuate more than just the
Wait,
higher-ups.
You don't know that they're dead. Make a deception check.
Oh, didn't we see everyone being dead?
No.
Oh, oh god, I wasn't actually trying to lie.
Oh, the
Oh,
guards. Okay, just make persuasion then. That's fine.
Yeah, because I thought everyone was dead.
Yeah, because you're talking honestly. You're not trying to deceive.
Yeah.
You saw all the guards dead.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh
Continue
god.
talking.
Well, I guess I'm bad at persuading them, but oh, thank God I was actually lying then. That would have been horrible.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, keep talking. It's all good. He can tell you're being earnest.
Yeah. Oh god. Besides, I mean, at least everyone we saw was dead.
It's important that we evacuate the villages around the Robo-Vatican.
Yeah.
They will stand no chance against the Robo-Necromancers.
Well, it
all
seems
the
dragons
dragons
are attacking
All
now.
the dragons,
The
yeah.
necromancers are not our problem anymore.
Yes, and
Both-
about that, we are running very short on time. My original mission was to come in and evacuate the cardinals from this building. My understanding,
haven't
last I heard, was that they are still alive. That being said, I was not on the inside of the building, so I would be
We didn't see anyone alive on the inside.
interested to
so,
consider any course of action you might suggest.
well,
I would suggest sending people in to check the rest of the building. We only saw up to the Pope's room. We didn't check the entire...
We can go get the
complex.
Cardinals. Round up as many of the villagers as you can fit on the ship.
To be honest, I believe the villages around here are a loss. Everyone who's been able to escape already has.
There's still time
But
for you to
armies
save
remain
more.
Are holding the dragons back from this very position.
I guess we better move then.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
like a plan.
also-
All right, so Captain Jack and his two compatriots are going to go running down the plank. As this one comes down, he sort of looks at you all. Says, "Could any of you use a little touch-up? You look kind of rough."
I think we all could
yes.
use a bit of
Always.
a touch-up.
Yes.
We're gonna have
Okay.
to take a small rest before we find the Cardinals anyway.
I believe there's not time for that, but I can help you as I can. And he is actually going to pump a... let's do this one. He is going to cast a 4th level mass healing word. So you all regain 7 hit points. And he's actually going to do that one more time.
How much?
7. Actually, you regain 17 hit points in total.
17 in total, okay.
Yep.
Going back to max health. Yay.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
Can I give him my blessing as the new Paul?
Sure.
Like, I'll just bless him. Just, he healed the Paul. I feel that's worthy. That's worth
Okay.
a small blessing.
Do you say anything in particular, or just I bless you?
Thanks for the, help, I guess. And I do my best to fill him with the Holy Spirit. Yes.
He nods. Thanks. And then he keeps running down the gangplank. Alright. So are you all running into the palace then?
Yes.
I guess yes.
Okay. So you run through the open door, all following Captain Jack's lead. He is going at a brisk pace, but if you, sort of as you go down the hallway, are you just running to keep up with him? Are you sort of looking from side to side, maybe lagging behind a little bit? What are you doing?
I'm doing both. My movement
I'm a
speed is
dwarf.
45.
I have short legs. I do the best I can. My speed is 25.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Odin are actively looking around.
Alright, I'll stick with
We have
them.
short legs.
Okay, so then, actually, Maddie, since you're not really exerting yourself, give me a perception check.
Well, you're gonna be disappointed.
We all will, but do
Perception.
your best.
No, that's enough, actually. So
Well,
as
three.
you're
Just enough.
as you're running down the hallway, you're sort of glancing around, just to see if there's anything interesting in the rooms. And one room, you actually do notice, holds a large number of glass bottles. A lot of them are smashed, but it looks like if you all took a pause, you might find something interesting here. I mean, or you could keep running.
Right. Are you saying, hey, there's interesting things over here, or
Yeah, just,
you're the only one that sees?
I
I'm
am not. I'm just going to go into the room.
Okay.
Gonna keep trying.
Um,
I'm gonna leave him
let me see.
then.
Oh.
Okay, so I guess you two would be behind him. You would. Okay, so Laugh and Mining Bot, you two see Maddie duck into the side room. I'll handle what happens there in a moment. How are you responding?
I'll follow him. I'm sure
Okay.
he saw something interesting.
I guess I'll go with them then.
Okay. So all of you go into the side room. Everybody give me an investigation check.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic and then do my investigation.
Okay. All right. So, and actually, if you cast that, you don't need to. I don't even need to resolve the investigation checks. So, Maddie, you cast Detect Magic, and as you do it, or actually, is that magical? Does that count as magic? Whatever. Your investigations are high enough. Maddie, you notice that a few of these okay, I'm sorry. All of you notice that most of the bottles are smashed, but a few of them are intact. And you actually grab two of them. And let me see.
What?
Give me medicine checks, actually.
What schools of magic?
Well, we haven't gotten to that one yet.
Ah.
Okay, so you identify two bottles that you pick up as greater healing potions. So, let me see. I'll just give them to... so, Maddie, you have a greater healing potion. Or actually, no. Laugh and Mining Bot, you two have greater healing potions. Maddie, you notice that one of them in particular is, in fact, glowing. You pick it up. You don't immediately know what it is, though. It sort of holds a light greenish liquid that's sort of glowing slightly.
To concentrate on it a second and look into its aura.
Okay. So is this the... Oh, yeah, identifying...
The School of Magic.
Right. So that would be... What would this actually be? I guess it would be enchantment.
I'm going to assume it's the good kind of enchantment.
Okay.
So what you're telling me is we didn't find the holy hand grenade?
No, but this will be helpful later. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Alright, and it doesn't look like there's anything else too much useful in this room.
Then we should try and catch up.
Okay. You run back out into the hallway, and at this point, Captain Jack and his two mates are gone. You don't see them. You have a decent guess which way they might have been going. You can try to chase. Or if you went a little bit slower, you could maybe try to look for signs of their passage.
Let's just go where they assume they're going. Where I assume they're going.
Head down the hallway.
The Cardinals' quarters should not be particularly difficult to find, I assume.
Sure. I mean, I should know.
Alright, so you go down to the end of the hallway, and there's a big office there. You go in, it's pretty ornate. Definitely looks like a place where like a higher up might be. You know, there's like fancy chairs, pens, bookshelves. You know, it's a desk with what looks like maybe some locked drawers on it. Don't see anyone there. So maybe you took a wrong turn. Maybe there's something else going on in this room. Who knows?
Is there a fireplace?
Actually, yeah. Over on one side of the room.
I don't see shit.
There's
I'm gonna go over towards the fireplace and start handling like statues and braziers and stuff that are near it to try and activate the secret door behind the fireplace.
Okay. Yeah, give me investigation.
11.
Oh, 11? Okay. So while Maddie is working at that, are the Laugh and Mining Bot, are you guys doing anything?
My investigation check was a 3, so...
I'm going to go ahead and see about those locked drawers. They seem interesting.
Okay. You walk over and you find a locked drawer.
Can I open it?
Not just by pulling on it.
Well, I
It's
mean,
locked.
can I maybe, I don't know, Eldritch blast it open or something?
You want to Eldritch Blast the desk?
No, just the drawer.
Okay, alright. Let me double
Sounds
check
like a
the
waste
text
of a spell.
on
Wait
Eldritch
for me.
Blast. It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip,
It's a cantrip?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind then.
Alright.
I would have fondled it, but I can't. I already spent all of my spell slots for those.
Okay, so this... Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Alright, so...
Well, yeah. If that hits, then it's okay.
Oh yeah, it didn't have to do with hitting. It had to do with how precisely you could do this.
Well, I mean, add 7 to that.
And as it turns out, you understand there might be some items inside that you'd be interested in. You take a very precise bead on just where you think the lock might be and unleash your Eldritch Blast. It zips, ping, clean through the metal lock, swings down, the drawer opens easily. You look in the drawer, you see some random papers,
Wait, papers? Maybe say, oh hey, this new guy is the Pope papers?
No, they just look like random bureaucratic nonsense to you.
Okay.
You do
Maybe next
find
time.
about 15 gold pieces in loose change.
No, I can leave that there.
Okay. You also
I take
find
that.
a nice steel-bound journal. Maddie's still investigating the fireplace.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's not locked or anything. The journal.
No, it just has like a strap around it.
Okay. I'll start reading it then. I mean.
Okay. Just opening to a random page, going from the beginning.
Actually opening to the last page. Oh, well,
the last page with, like, writing on it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you look at this, it appears to be, like, a journal, almost like a diary. And the last page says, "They say the necromancers are coming. Certainly hope they don't get into my private stash. Oh well, I'd better make a dash. I am leaving this journal here as a record of my deeds and doings. Good, my processing seat." And then it just says, Stanford.
Fucking Stanford. Never leaving anything useful. Although private stash.
Well, you only looked at the last page.
Well, I mean, I assume that's where he would have left. Where he was going or something like that. Oh, God.
Speaking of which, as your mining bot, are you doing anything during this time, or are you just sort of looking around?
I'm taking the gold out of that drawer.
Okay.
Other than that,
you get 15 gold.
Wait.
All right. So after this, Maddie has been just like going all around this fireplace, trying to find anything that looks rigged in all of it. Really can't seem to find anything. Finally, just gets really frustrated and like sort of kicks a nearby bookshelf, and bookshelf shudders for a moment and then slides to the right, revealing with a loud scraping sound, revealing a passageway.
Ta-da!
And yeah. And actually give me Maddie, give me survival.
Nope.
The ground's kind of dusty.
No, I don't have anything either.
Okay.
But let's head down that hallway.
Oh,
That sounds interesting.
wait.
Shut up.
Just a
Going.
second.
What?
Can I look down the passageway, to determine if anyone's used it in a while?
Yeah, give me survival.
Yeah, I assume so, but...
Nope. We're going.
The
Yep,
ground is
we're
kind of
going.
dusty.
I'm assuming no one's used it, so why not? Let's see where it leads.
Okay. You start down. What's your marching order?
I'll go first.
Going first? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go second, illuminating the way with my holy radiance.
Okay.
Does the
And
hat actually glow?
Does the hat actually glow?
does the hat glow? Not right
Yeah.
now.
Can I make it glow?
Do you have any kind of spell that makes light?
I
Cast
might
light
have.
on the hat?
I don't know. I haven't actually looked at my character sheet in a while. Let's see. Do I have spells that make things glow?
You have dancing lights. You can cast your dancing lights around it if you.
Yeah, but
I'll let you sort of concentrate them. Make the hat give off a nice glow.
okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's going to glow.
All right, cool.
That's how it
And
should be.
how quickly are you moving down the passageway?
About 25 feet.
Okay, so
My
like
full
full
speed.
speed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you go running down the passageway. As you do, mining bot, I need you to make a dexterity save. Okay. So mining bot goes skipping lightly down the hallway. As Laugh follows behind him, at a certain point, you see actually a little piece of the wall. Looks like it may have been enchanted to look like stone. It's actually not stone. It's a video screen. And you don't know what the video screen might have been for because as Laugh walks by it, it sort of sparks and then winks out. And you keep going all the way down the hallway. And you wind up here, except the original didn't happen, so you're not actually in there. Here. All right, so as you look, actually, let me get, oh. All right, so you see the pirate captain who you were with, who is currently in conversation with what appear to be, so these you definitely take to be some cardinals. This one seems more important than the other ones. And you also see this guy, and everybody give me a history check.
Do you need to move the player tab to a new sheet?
I'm assuming yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that what I did wrong?
Yes.
Oh, I never moved you guys to the airship. Whoops.
No,
No,
yeah,
you did not.
we've still been in the room the entire time.
Like, you should have been seeing this.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Oh well, now you're here.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
I didn't know how to do that.
The river of lava?
Have you guys
To
been
the
seeing
Vatican?
the people I've been flashing on the screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw one of the guys.
Alright,
Yeah,
so let's see.
one of them.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
so-
yes.
Whose history am I missing?
Oh, sorry, I didn't do a thing.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to say mine, but I mean,
Okay, so Maddie, you actually
Mine's
recognize
not
this
much better.
gentleman as Hydraulic Harry of Hydraulic Hills, which has recently become very prosperous due to finding the rare mineral kryptonium deep in their soil. All right. So as you come in, Captain Jack is gonna look around at you and say, "Hey, what took you guys so long?"
Poking around.
You didn't leave the door open.
That too. We had to find another way in.
Fair enough. Well, glad
They're
you made it.
easily
We've still
sidetracked.
been sorting out what
Got
to do about this. Apparently, there's been a bit of a disagreement between our friends over here. And at this moment, this robot is going to pipe up. Yes, actually, see, my friend over here, and he gestures towards the one who Maddie knows as Harry, simply wants to depart this building as quickly as possible, but I think it would be quite a shame to leave without trying to recover any of the rare artifacts that the Vatican has been holding.
Are they artifacts of the Robo-Legion, or are they artifacts of the creators?
And he sort of glances around for a moment. They are very important to our hierarchy, and everybody give me insight.
Oh, well, in that case, I agree with Harry. Insight.
In fact, I believe that the future of the church might depend vitally upon their recovery. And Maddie, you realize that he's kind of bullshitting. Like, it seems like he cares more about this personally than it actually matters to the church. And Laugh, you kind of get a spidey sense as well.
Like it's a pulpy sense?
Something like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It is important that the church's hierarchy is preserved, and these artifacts we can come back and get later. But for now, it is you and the knowledge that you possess that is most important.
But yeah, and besides, we have the most important artifact on me anyway, so I think we should be good.
And at this moment, he sort of shakes his head and snaps and looks up at you. What are you doing with that? And
well,
what
I talked
happened to the Pope?
First of all, someone shot the Pope.
Yes.
And he's dead.
Technically true.
About the Pope.
Yes, technically true. That's exactly what I'm going for.
Very touching.
And so I had a brief conversation with the RoboGuard, because this hat.
That?
Yeah, yes, this hat. And me and the RoboGuard, I mean, we came to the conclusion that, first of all, that Pope was working for the dragons are wankers, and that I may or may not be the new Pope. That was a bit unclear. I think he wants me to be, but I'm sure there's some politics to be, dealt with.
We will have to leave this up to a vote later, once the members of our council have been restored. For the moment,
yeah.
Fine. We can go without recovering my precious... Oh, never mind. Okay.
Are you by any chance Stanford?
Why, yes. I'm very pleased that somebody would recognize me. Thank you,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, don't worry about your hidden stash. We dealt with that.
Looks at you. You dealt with it?
Yeah.
So, you opened up the panel behind the fireplace?
Yeah.
He sees you shaking his head. Why are you shaking your head? What's your name? He's looking at Maddie.
I
I'm going to whisper into his ear.
Echo Depth Industries 42nd generation repair-o-matic Maddie.
This is a
So,
this is a
okay,
fucking
so
important
did you or
moment.
did you not push the button on the log?
Oh, we did.
Oh, the log, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have it. Whatever.
I mean, we don't have it. We dealt with it.
Okay. Whatever. For the moment, all I know is I don't know what happened to the Pope. I don't know who offed him. All I know is if the Pope isn't here, that makes me next in line as the interim leader, at least, until a duly appointed leader can be established.
This is an argument that we can have when we are safely not here.
No. This is important. I talked with the Robo-God. Thus, I am his chosen one. Have you talked with him? I don't fucking think so.
This is a discussion that we can have when we're not dying.
It is a discussion we can have once he gives me the hat for safekeeping.
Oh, no. First of all, you're not getting this hat. I have it. It's mine. Don't you dare to try and take my fancy hat away from me. I've tried to murder dragons for less. Oh, well, as far as we know, maybe succeeded in that.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. This better be good.
Yep. So at this moment, Captain Jack pipes up and says, "Listen, Stanford, we were sent here to help you out. I think the one over there is right. This is not the time for this argument. I saw them fighting a dragon. I'm pretty sure they're at least not on their side. For the moment, I would say we should simply escape, let him have his hat, we'll sort it out later." And this one by him, sort of as he's saying this, sort of stands up menacingly, as if to say, "Listen to my boss." And Stanford says, "Fine, okay." And he comes over here, he opens a secret passageway, and beckons for you all to come with him. And that is where I'm going to end it. We're out of time.
Yeah.
Well
Excellent. Excellent. All right.
Excellent, yes.
So...
Now I need to ask my popiness from Bex. Although I'm fairly certain he'll let me be Pope, so I mean, this is going to work out just fine.
So if you go to the GMPractice folder, which may still be pinned, who knows?
Yep, it's still pinned.
You should be able to open the sailboat KCStranger in Drada.io.
Yes, I found it.
There it is.
No, this one doesn't have a box.
Wait, for some reason.
All right, so like every time before, we're going to start with putting a single word into that box on the top left that describes how you feel.
Yeah, give me just a second.
How you're feeling about how stuff went.
God, I think I used the best word last time for this, so
Hungry.
Holy.
hungry holy text. Okay.
Badass.
I grabbed a dude and pulled myself off, or jumped off a railing. I feel pretty badass.
That's understandable.
Nice. By the way, I will say, if you guys had instantly attacked the dragon, you would not have been saved. I had plans in case you would have actually. I will go ahead and say this right now because there's nothing really wrong with me telling you. When I first went to this map, all of you guys were in were in a little cell, and that's because that's where you were going to wake up if you all died to the dragon. As it was, you talked to him long enough, at least, that I let you get saved.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to attack him that soon, but then someone went ahead and...
Odin was more bloodthirsty than you.
Yeah,
who knew?
Odin tried to fist him. I mean,
I am a robot that has one goal in this war: kill dragons.
So there's one left that's still text.
I don't see it.
I don't see that
in the top left. No. Okay.
That's looks like that's just you, man.
Okay, so then there's one adjective missing.
yes, there is one adjective. Yeah, I think it's cases.
Oh, was I supposed to put one too?
Yeah,
Yep.
you put one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Now I have to
Okay.
think about my answer to that. Let me think. I'm actually just gonna put a phrase because I can't boil it down to an adjective.
Railroaded.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Hmm.
Had to improv. All right. So to start us out, KC, everyone's their own worst critic. So start us out filling in some boxes about things that either you felt were the wind at the session sails or things that were anchors holding the boat back.
All right. So let me think. I guess start down here and just say that you know, there were some moments where I sort of was off my game just a little bit. Had to sort of, and I think I maybe broke the atmosphere a little bit by actually talking about the fact that I had to think about what I was going to say, rather than just pausing and not saying anything and just thinking and doing it.
Yeah. For your credit, you did recover really well, but yeah.
Is that mostly in terms of the improv?
Yeah, well, it was mostly in terms of just I think my experience doing other things has been that if you don't know what to say, it's okay to pause and just think about it for a moment and then go. But you do sort of break the mood a little bit when you talk about the fact that you're thinking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I thought there was that. On the plus side, I think that
Guys, this is the shape we should use for the wind. I'm just
Like the
saying.
cloud.
Yeah. It just makes it look even more artistic. I change the color.
On the plus side, I think that I've peppered tonight's campaign with lots of nice little tidbits. That, you know, when you guys had different things, I was able to sort of mix and match things that I had ideas floating in my head for, make up some things on the spot, that I hope were sort of rewarding for you guys to discover in this miniature little world that we've been building.
Mm-hmm.
So that's yeah, and then you know, there were some things that could have flowed a little bit better, you know, my control of the dragon in combat and stuff like that. But I think that will probably just get better with experience. This is my very first time GMing, so
Yeah, it's weird for the first time. It gets better.
yeah. But I mean, I did the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh god, I might be moving something. Nope. I didn't do anything. Okay. Also, I wasn't supposed to. There we go. Okay. I didn't break anything. Go on.
Well, all right.
So I mean, just like overall, I felt like I don't know how you guys felt. I felt pretty positive with how things went.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it,
yeah,
I
that
thought
was
it
fun.
went really, really well.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble thinking of.
Did you have anything else, Casey?
Not too much. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, I think that it was helpful that I had some, some different things prepared, because then I could sort of like for instance, you guys took a completely different route away from that dragon encounter than I was thinking. Like I actually specifically drew a hallway on that room because I thought if they run, they'll go down the hallway.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, was this here before? Oh, I guess it must have been. I mean, no one actually draws a map for these things. Although both of you two have, but I mean,
Yeah, laugh. Get on our level.
I drew a map too.
But yeah, so like, but like when you guys went down the roof, I was like, okay, what's gonna happen? Like, how far up are they? What are they gonna have to navigate to get down? And then like, I had enough stuff prepared after that I was like, okay, going down there will make them meet up with these people and maybe go this direction next. So I thought I was able to sort of roll with it. And it was like fun working with you guys' suggestions too. Like, like Tractor, I sort of sense you holding my hand a little bit, like, do you see a fireplace? Because like that whole room was something that I didn't prepare at all. Like I knew there was going to be some sort of secret passageway. I didn't know where the secret passageway was going to be. And when you said that, I was like, okay, it can be somewhere around the fireplace.
Well,
Yeah, I actually thought it was going to be in the bookcase. Because you
Well, it was in the
specifically
bookcase,
mentioned
as it turned out. I
Yeah,
just had him find it there by accident.
Yeah,
After a while, because he rolled a
specifically
9, I didn't want to
mentioned-
like have you not find the passage. But
Yeah, you specifically said there's bookcases. I was like, there's bookcases and no one around. Now this seems suspicious. But I was also really interested in loot. And
Yeah.
I got loot.
well, if you had read more of the meat of that journal,
Yeah, I wonder what kind of secrets I would have learned about the not that robotic robo cardinals.
Stanford has things going on.
Oh, I'm sure he
his
does.
plans.
Yeah,
He has plans, right?
yeah, and
Sorry,
now
I developed his character on the fly a little
Yeah.
bit when Lab
Yeah.
found the journal in sort of a unique direction. But anyways,
out of character.
Yeah.
Isn't Harry a lizard of some kind too?
no, he's the mayor of Hydraulic Hills.
Yeah, but didn't we decide? Didn't he infiltrate?
Oh, I didn't remember that being the case.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that being the case either.
No, I mean that's just what I remembered. Just, that's the only thing I actually remembered is someone infiltrated the religion and became Pope, which is why I wanted to kill the Pope.
Mm-hmm.
And
But it wasn't Hydraulic Harry though.
Yeah, I know it wasn't Hydraulic Harry, but for some reason I also remembered that Harry was that there was someone else who infiltrated something too.
Oh shit!
And Harry
So-
was the only thing we actually named.
We don't have designation, but so it's the Sky's Lizard Man is installed as Prime Minister of Robo Nation of Hydraulic Hills. The leader of Hydraulic Hills leads nation to previously unknown prosperity. So yeah.
So yes.
So Hydraulic Harry is a lizard man.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
It was not that way in my mind, but sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. We're still streaming,
we don't
right?
designate, because we brought up Hydraulic Harry multiple times, but we never actually brought it back to the fact that he's a lizard man.
Yeah.
Just from what we've designated earlier.
Yeah, I just remembered that leader of some place was Lizard Man, and I was fairly certain that Hydraulic Hills was the only place we actually named, which actually might not even be the case. But yeah.
Alright.
I think I had something I needed to write down.
I almost got us killed there, though, to that dragon.
Oh, yeah. When he said adult brass dragon, I was like, okay, I'm not touching that then.
But you have to remember, your character doesn't realize that it's a fucking powerful adult brass dragon.
Oh, well, I mean, didn't we see it being a massive fucking dragon?
It was 20 by 20, and its breath undid the roof of the room we were in.
Yeah. I guess that's a good point.
Pretty strong.
And considering my character is a vet who's probably seen some dragons at some point, maybe driving you guys around as the comms officer for the submarine.
If Bex had been here, it would have been so much more difficult getting her off the dragon.
Yeah, it would have just. We would have just. First of all, we would have died to the dragon. I'm fairly certain, and I would have lost my hat, and that's something I could have never forgave her.
Well, do you guys want to hear what the plan actually was for that, or is there time better spent?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I mean, the way the plan went was if you, like, instantly fought the dragon, you were just on your own, and you'd probably die to it, and Laugh, you would lose your hat. You would have all woken up in the place where you wound up. Basically, my GMX Machina was that the Pope's room, because he's so important, was enchanted, so that someone died in it. They got resurrected down here. Now that said, it's meant for robots, so of course the Pope didn't resurrect, but you guys would have. I mean, they still want to protect him because limited use on the enchantment, blah blah blah. So, anyways, that was that. And like depending on how long you talk to the dragon, that was the time for the pirate ship to get in. And it was meant to help you run away, mainly, but it was powerful enough that potentially along with it you could have taken the dragon down as well. That was another possibility. I didn't really have a situation where you guys just fight the dragon on your own and win, but...
What if we had? Okay. What if we had?
Yeah, this is where you do what I always do when I plan encounters, which I mean I don't plan my encounters. I just pick a random big monster, but when I see the party losing them, I just conveniently give them something, like say a torpedo that they can grab and then have another party member throw the party member grabbing onto the torpedo. That's an example from an actual session.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, the thing that I did was I had the pirate ship show up maybe a little bit, slightly earlier than it was going to, but you guys were close enough that I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, you talked to it for like a minute.
Yeah, and besides, we were, half of us were already basically out of there.
Yeah.
At that point.
Well, it's a dragon. It's not like it's going to have much trouble catching up with a dwarf. Just hooked out of a window.
Well, if you would have gotten all the way down the hallway, it wouldn't have been able to follow.
Yeah. Well, but we didn't head down the hallway.
No, you didn't.
We went outside, which I was thinking, I was like, well, this is a major city in Roboland. Dragons shouldn't be able to fly around just willy-nilly, but...
Yeah.
All the defenses were busy with the robo-necromancers.
Or they were busy with the other dragons, yeah.
Alright, so yeah. Any other feedback, though?
I think I already said everything I had to say, more or less. I had fun. I got to be the Pope. I actually found out that I do, in fact. I'm in fact capable of actually talking a lot, which doesn't tend to happen. Being Finnish.
I mean, this session made you seem like you were a major talker. Like you did most of the talking this session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was busy trying to be the Pope. Yeah. Yeah. Although, to be honest, this has happened before. Me just randomly starting to talk with strangers on the internet. Not the first time.
Hey,
Danger, danger.
By this point, we've done enough sessions together that we've built up a bit of chemistry.
Yeah.
In fairness, he is still talking to at least one stranger on the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one thing that I've been noticing because I just started my first campaign with the network, really, other than this one, which really isn't a campaign, but
yeah.
Our first few sessions have been really awkward.
Yeah,
but we've had 2 so far. But every session is just a little bit better every single time.
Yeah. I think I had awkward sessions until we went to the moon, which was like 4 months down the line. Oh no, actually 3 months down the line. Not quite that bad. But I mean, yeah, still.
Yeah.
All right. Was there anything else that people wanted to put on this?
I don't think I have anything else to put down there.
All right.
I think there's more than enough pink in there already.
So to read these out on the anchor side, not totally smooth when I got thrown for a loop. Don't talk about thinking. Some awkward pauses. Show, don't tell.
Yeah, and was that you, Tractor?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good suggestion. Can you, like, elaborate on that?
Well, so the I guess the thing that was most notable to me was when we had gotten out of the building and we were running across the rooftops, and you had gotten to explaining what was going on around us with the attacks, between the dragon and the people, and it was you were explaining their motivations rather than describing their motivations through what was going on.
Wait, whose motivations? There?
I don't remember specifically. I think it was the dragons.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was the dragons. Well, I mean, you did explain the dragons' motivations at some point, so probably that.
Yeah.
But like things like the journal, which are like those are fairly expositional, but it is something that the players can find and still provides that sort of detail. That's fine. It's just that place where you are describing the motivations for what's going on in a scene where you can also be describing that through the things that are going on. Like in the case of combat, the sort of positioning that they may have a defensive positioning around something that they're protecting, and describing that rather than saying they're obviously protecting the MacGuffin is better from a narrative standpoint.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely try to keep that in mind. Cool.
From the stuff above the water, the wind at the sails, we had handled the pauses well. Lots of fun, unique, special things thrown in, characters, items, tasks, etc. Actual communion with the Robo-God. Most of the session wasn't combat. You handled it well, but be careful with fights the players are supposed to lose. Worked with the changes well. didn't have to stall when coming up with names, and great job working in elements from the microscope. Did you have any questions about any of those?
I think it made sense to me. Let me double check through. So when you say be careful with fights the players are supposed to lose, so I explained like the way I set this one up, and I do think that if you did that a lot, it would get irritating.
Yeah.
Probably.
Did you have any
probably after the
specific
first
advice?
time. Yeah.
Or handling that beyond, like, you know, now that you've heard what my thought process was?
Not specifically.
Okay.
I think that the way that you went about it, where the intent was to create something that was too difficult for the players to handle, the players realized that, and then you gave them an out, is the way that I would design that sort of encounter.
Okay.
The difficulty comes if you create what sounds like was the intent if we had fought it initially, or with just right out the bat, where the intent was to either lose to it or run. From my experience, players are not likely to just run, but
Sure.
so just fleeing down the hallway is something that the players will usually try and turn away from.
Yeah, I mean, which is why I so this was intentional when I had you guys do the nature check on it, and I specifically told one of you that, like, oh, it's a brass dragon, they really love conversation.
Yeah.
Like, my purpose in that was to sort of nudge you towards talking with it for a while.
Right. I think that in this case you handled it fantastically.
Okay.
Just that generally encounters that players are supposed to lose, players can find unfun, especially if you're doing it all the time, or the intent is to either die or flee. Combats that are difficult, that then the players screw up and then die, are in a totally different boat than things like this, where we were, a CR6 party versus a CR15, which is
13.
which is something that we're gonna lose, 9 times out of 10, whatever.
Yeah, even if we had done nothing but nat 20s, we still would have lost that.
Well, I don't know. That's a lot of crits.
I'm fairly certain it
4
would have.
people.
And yeah, even with 4 people, that wouldn't have been enough.
I mean, do you
I'm
remember
fairly
when I
certain
rolled
it
all
could have
those
tagged.
D10s?
Yeah,
at one
that's
point?
breath weapon.
Well, no, those D10s were bullets from the airship.
Oh.
And that got it down to a little bit below half.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I threw a brass dragon at you guys in the first session.
Yeah, I mean, I actually specifically made it brass because this is another thing. If you would have talked to it more, you might have learned that the one that you killed earlier was actually its spawn.
Oh.
Ooh. All right. So
that's why this one came after you.
Are there any of these boxes that you are specifically wanting to either improve at or keep doing?
I think definitely the show don't tell one is something for me to like. I don't think I failed at it horribly, but I could also do a lot better. So I think that's a really great suggestion. Let me think. I definitely I mean, actually, as much as it's maybe a little silly, I really like this, actual communion with the Robo-God. I mean, because here's a situation where I took something, I'm kind of proud of this, I took something that Laugh was obviously very excited about, and I think I managed to turn it into something even more exciting. So I think that's the kind of thing I want to do. I want my players to be excited about games. And definitely...
Yeah, and that one's actually rather simple to implement. For example, my party hat now has, I think, 92 pancakes and syrup. Because, they decided to cook breakfast. And I made them roll for it. Or, well, how many they got. and because D100 is the only reasonable choice for that.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, depending on what kind of campaign you want, there might be limits on that sort of thing. But, but like, you know, I think ultimately that kind of thing is, you know, stuff in that area is a lot of why we play and enjoy these games. So, I like that. Definitely appreciate the comment about working with the change as well, because, as I said, I literally, like, I'm a little bit OCD about this kind of stuff. I literally wrote down, like, 5 possible outcomes for the path that you guys were going to take.
And then we took the 6th.
Yeah, you guys took a different route. Now, mind you, I sort of mixed and matched pieces. So, like, you went through pieces of multiple routes in a different order than you were supposed to. And the ultimate situation that you wound up in is one that I did not anticipate. Having all the Cardinals and the Pirates together, that was never supposed to happen. It was supposed to be like an either-or thing. But, like, it was a lot of fun to roll with. So, so yeah, definitely I think I would like to work at just, you know, getting smoother and more crisp with everything I do, which will probably just be experience. Thinking about describing environments rather than giving exposition. And definitely continue with those positive things that we mentioned.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, then there's always the option that you do none of those and run your game like me. Just barely any descriptions of anything, except for the raid. That's like the only thing I've described so far.
Every time a rave pops up, you're solid. But other than that, fuck it.
Yeah.
All right. So, as far as show don't tell, what are things that KC can do to work on that? I would just say mostly be conscious of it when you're dealing with in the planning phases. Is that if you've plotted out the motivations for your characters or your organizations, that you figure out how you're going to describe those. Like, if for me as a GM, I do a lot of like bulleted lists and stuff. And so, like, the motivations for a NPC will just be a bulleted list of these are what they're trying to do. And so from that perspective, it's really easy to, in a interaction where they're meeting the NPC for the first time, you can figure out, oh, he's greedy. He wants all the money that he can find. And rather than saying that you get that vibe, he can, you know, pick a coin off the gold coin off the ground, or like steal something from someone as you guys are passing by.
Yeah. Okay. And or like, for instance, when I had you do the insight check on Stanford, I could say, you know, he's been twitchy this entire time, but you notice as he's saying this, he's like kind of extra twitchy. You know,
yeah.
Instead of just saying he's bullshitting.
Yeah, exactly. For those sorts of insight checks, I would basically start out with that, like he's being extra kitschy, and then be overt with it.
Okay. All right.
But yes, and like there's definitely room for you to take some of that into the original description, so that you can talk about him being twitchy when you're describing him and the way he's speaking, so that the players get this feeling that they're lying, or
Right.
that the character is lying, and then can try and investigate it more, and essentially figure out whether they confirm their hunch or are left in the dark.
Yeah, well, and, you know, I should also add that aspect of him was something that I made up on the spot. Like, I just started talking in this weird voice, and his personality sort of grew out of that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I actually wish I could do, is do more than just one voice. I mean, I have a mean Russian accent when I'm drunk, but since this is in the middle of a work week, I mean, I can't exactly do that. I might try to do it for the Friday game that's resuming again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I told my players that I'm done. I managed to build a world and create a story, but I did start that. Yeah.
Alright.
For the actual communion with the Robo God and that sort of spotlighting sort of stuff, are there any tips that you guys have for things that KC can do to continue doing that sort of thing?
Just see what, or continue focusing on what his players seem to be interested in as the stuff pops up, and then give it a little bit more focus as the players do.
Yeah, just basically what he said. Just see what, throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, and then build upon that.
Perfect. Yeah. And lastly, worked with the changes well. Are you interested more in tips to do that sort of the improv, or tips for preparing to improv?
I think that I already prepare pretty compulsively.
Okay.
So, mostly, actually, so I'm actually fairly comfortable with my raw ability. Like, there's a lot of practice, that needs to happen, because, like I said, this is literally my first time GMing. So I guess, first of all, it's just if there are any tricks that are helpful, but more than that, trying to think how to express what I'm trying to say. Sort of the attitude that you should approach it from. Because, a lot of times I can be, almost apologetic. I'm sensing myself pausing and having to think, and I'm, self-criticizing instead of just coming up with stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel you. Yes.
Yeah, there's no reason to apologize if things go off the rails.
Yeah, that's when you blame your players.
If you're in a situation where you really have to think, there's no worry taking a 5-minute break to use the restroom or whatever, and just think about how you're going to take what you have and turn it into a great story. I approach the preparation in, it sounds like this similar sort of way to the way that you do, where I basically create a lot of content, and then at the table I stitch it together in a way that makes sense. And so all of the content that doesn't get used, I keep filed away in things can be reskinned, things can be repurposed. Entire plot lines that you thought might be interesting that your players avoid, you can bring back later, either in that campaign or in a different campaign. And so I basically just stitch together. Like you were saying, if you have a bunch of flows, the motivations, you can just sort of roll with it and take the things that need to be stitched together and make it happen. And then if the players entirely fuck off and they just steal the pirate ship and end up flying away, you take a quick break. You use the restroom and you figure out how you're going to salvage it.
They ran inside to go find all the
just run straight back in.
Oh, fuck it. Airship.
Just went up there and told them I'm the Pope and double we skedaddle the fuck off. Yeah,
I'm sure the deckhands would just let us do that.
Well,
they could have tossed them off. They would have had no idea.
I will say, if you had managed to do that, and I would have followed through with the encounter that I had planned for traveling with the pirates, I would have had to scale down that encounter for just you guys, because I planned an encounter that assumed the pirates' cooperation.
I'm sure they would have cooperated with us. There's a motherfucking Pope is with them. How can they not?
It's just a dude in a Pope hat for all those guys. No, they don't know that you're the Pope.
No, well,
all you're wearing is the Pope hat, man. You're still wearing Warlock cloak and everything.
The captain has proficiency in insight as well.
Yeah, he didn't know
Well,
I was
no, the captain would
bullshitting.
have been on the boat.
Yeah,
Oh,
besides,
Been
yeah.
inside.
And the captain
Your charisma
didn't catch
check was
on to
higher,
my...
but it would have had to have been a
Yeah.
lot higher for you to get through with
Well, I mean,
bullshitting you were doing.
Hey, I got through that first time. I'm sure I had absolutely no luck left.
Oh, you
So-
actually did better than I was expecting. You never failed any of those wisdom saves I was making you do.
Oh,
Would have been
well,
interesting if you'd failed one.
Didn't I just do that one?
No, you
They
did.
did too.
I made you do
Oh, I
two
did
at
too.
least.
Okay.
Once you were lying to that guy.
Oh yeah, I remember. I was bullshitting so hard. I thought I was going to take damage. Oh yeah. That one time where I told him that he killed the Pope.
Yeah, you're bullshitting so hard you take 10 distension damage.
Yeah. Oh god. I mean, I did tell him he killed the Pope, so
It's gonna be interesting to see what Bex comes up with in 2 weeks.
yeah. I need to stop bothering her about me being the new Pope. Also, if she asks, you made me the Pope, right, Casey?
Well, I think that so far you have a argument with the interim pope to go.
The
Well, I mean,
the Robo-Pope has not definitive. I mean, the Robo-God has not definitively ruled you out as a pope.
Yes.
All right.
And considering my rival seems like a douche, I think I have a shot.
And your rival is a lizard?
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh no, that's Harry.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, Harry's a
I mean-
lizard, remember? We went
Yeah,
back
but
and read the
Stanford
stuff and
might
figured
Yeah,
out
but
he's a
not
lizard.
Stanford may not be a lizard.
Although I do have
Oh,
this
right.
journal, I should probably read that.
The last thing, as far as improv goes, is to use yes and, which I'm sure is something that you've heard before.
I was
But
in an improv troupe for 3/4 of a year, so
yep,
I mean,
exactly.
not that long, but long enough to know yes and.
It depending on the type of game you're doing, it may be more or less appropriate, but it definitely gives you an opportunity to let players fill any gaps that need to be filled, like with the fireplace.
Yep. Okay, cool.
All right. Any
Yeah,
last
I'm like,
words?
I wasn't planning for you guys to go on the roof either.
Yeah.
So, like, when you started going on the roof, I was like, you know, you're like, oh, can I climb on one of those nightstands? Sure.
Yeah. And I mean, if you really want to see what happens when you don't plan, just run a one shot and just bullshit your way through. That does a lot actually. But I mean,
You just play Fate and have your players do everything for you.
well, yeah, that's also an option. I mean, I was just there to give you guys 9/11 pictures.
Yep.
But,
All right. Any
Yeah.
last words? Any last pieces of advice?
No, I think we
no,
covered it
not
pretty well.
really. Yeah.
All right. With that, we are out.